Do you ever feel like you want change, but you just don't know how? Feel like you've tried all the mainstream advice and still haven't gotten anywhere? In this video, we're going to break down a technique that people talk about, but don't really know how to apply. And we're going to show you how. Hi everybody, I'm Miss Raina. Today we're going to talk about a technique called shadow work. This technique was not only used by myself, but by many who truly wanted to release their past and found the success and freedom they were looking for. So what is shadow work? Shadow work is the process of acknowledging and accepting the hidden parts of our personality. In order for us to live a fulfilled life, we must acknowledge those parts and experiences we often ignored, called shadows. In simple terms, shadows are experiences that we hide from, and we often deem them as negative, chaotic, and painful. We end up running away from them because we're hoping they'll go away, and that just is never the case with shadows. Shadow work is essential for those who truly want to break free from those emotional bondages and finally make peace with the demons within. We have to realize that there is no such thing as someone having bad traits or experiences that are too hard to deal with. Of course, there are experiences that we think that are so extremely painful that we don't ever want to think about them, but this way of thinking only gives those experiences power. So enough with all the explanations. Let's get right into the shadow work. So what do we have to do to be successful in this? Well, the first thing you have to do is consciously make a choice that you really want to do this type of work. If you don't make an effort in this, then you're not going to find any success in this. This takes full commitment of allowing yourself to not only make mistakes, but to be compassionate to yourself. And you must have an understanding that it's going to take time for you to work through these challenges. The next step is probably one of the hardest to do, and that's to be brutally honest with yourself. You must be upfront and real with your thoughts and experiences. And no matter how hard or painful these experiences were, you have to experience the situation as it truly was and take responsibility for your part. I honestly can't stress this enough. As I said before, this always is the toughest step because we can choose whether or not we want to see things for how they really happen. One of the tools that I like to use during shadow work is journaling. I have a specific journal just for this type of work. And in this journal, I write down all of the emotional thoughts that are constantly popping up in my head throughout the day. I look for the same thoughts that appear most often in my writing, and these are the ideas that I begin all of my work with. The thoughts that appear most often are the most crucial because they are the soul's way of letting us know that they are the most important to us. And this is why it is so important for us to notice our reactions to these thoughts, because they will tell us how we truly feel about our situations. Emotional reactions are truth tellers, and we cannot lie from how we respond to certain situations. If we want to know the truth about how we feel, well then we got to pay attention to the raw feedback we receive. Every feeling we have is an indicator of where we need to show ourselves attention. And this is such a wonderful tool that our body provides for us. We often deem our emotional reactions as bad, but really it's a constant reminder for us to deal with the issues that we've left unchecked. Therefore, we must use this information to identify each pattern. One of the last steps that I do is to figure out what I'm hiding from myself. And you may ask yourself, well, if I'm doing all this shadow work, then I can't be hiding anything, right? Well, the truth is we are always suppressing ourselves, even in plain sight. Most of the time we are ignoring how we truly feel about our situations. So we have to ask ourselves, what emotions are we covering up? Jealousy, anger, hate, grief? These truths must come out, and this goes back to being brutally honest with ourselves. To face our shadows means we have to pull all of our skeletons out of our closet and face them with truth, love, and compassion. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to follow and like us, and feel free to leave a comment below. If you have a topic that you'd love to hear about in regards to spirituality or alternative healing, please email me. The link will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of the day.